Me lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We start this episode sat in one of our quieter towns that we haven't yet connected, and that is Heywood. As we can see, given that it's had no attention, it remains a quiet little village on the river coast there, the river bank rather, not the river coast. That's the sea what has a coast, not the river. At least I don't think rivers have a coast. Anyway, that's geography for you. So yes, we're sat in Heywood because that's where our attention's focusing in this episode. As I said, I'd like to get a passenger service set up into Heywood, just so we can start seeing a bit of growth in here before we start thinking about how we're going to get the goods in here as well. So while we take in this quaint little idyllic, peaceful little village, which, if we have anything to say about it, won't remain this way for much longer, it's time to get cracking. So let's bring up the user interface straight away. Now you can see I'm £10 million in the hole there, or rather our earnings are looking rather worse for wear at the moment. The simple reason for that is, off camera, I've just made a few tweaks to some trains, added a few more wagons to a few of our freight trains, and I've also duplicated the steel train that takes the steel over to the cargo exchange outside of Morley. I think it's officially named Bridgewater, but it's nearer Morley than Bridgewater for me, but you know, the game said Bridgewater, so there we go. So yes, Heywood, passengers. As I said before, we can't just run straight on from Petersfield anymore because they've expanded out and blocked any future expansion of our train line there, which is unfortunate, so we are going to have to take it from back here somewhere and shoot down this way. So, to kick all this off, I'm going to go ahead first of all and put down the passenger station for Heywood. Give him the blue trim. He'll only need 2 tracks, I think. Yes. And where do we want to have Heywood's passenger station? We could have it on the riverside, or we could have it a bit further up into the hills up here. I'm going to say we'll go up in the hills. Just up, say, let me see, right about there should do. That's not Heywood East, that's just Heywood. So we remove the east from the name, and now we can start laying in the track to get him connected near Gillingham. Just noticed the stations now have catenary, but that's okay. The lines don't, but I'm sure that will change in the not too distant future once we start getting electrified trains available to us. We don't at the moment, so I'm not going to electrify the lines just yet, not even for future proofing. We've got a little viaduct there. Yes, I'll allow it. This one time I'll allow it. As you probably know, I don't often have viaducts where I don't really think they look natural, if that makes sense. Obviously a viaduct isn't a natural formation. They don't spawn naturally in nature, they are man-made, but where, yeah, sometimes they just don't look like, the game wants to give you one where it doesn't look like it would belong in reality, so that's what I was trying to say. Anyway, we need to skirt past this farm here. We don't want to disrupt the hard-working farmer out here. So there is Petersfield. There's our passenger line. So if we aim for the coal mine, that should leave us on a good course to merge into the passenger main line, and then we can see how or what sort of service we want to have, whether it be a shuttle service or if we connect it as part of the Northern Main Line. I haven't decided yet which way I'm going to service Heywood, but we can look at that in a few moments once we've got the track connected. In fact, it'll be better, just wait for the autosave, if I remove that road for now. We can always put it back in later. I'm not too sure about that hump, but again, the road, we can adjust it later. Now I'm trying to not take this line too close to the city. Obviously, got half a mind on the noise pollution of the trains running past. Obviously some noise pollution is unavoidable, but it's always good to cut down and have as little as possible. Now, how are we gonna do this and make it look good. I think if we do the trick of running parallel for a short while. Where's the snap? There it is. How does that look? See, that looks very nice. And then take him up into there. It's going to be a slight climb, but that's okay. Like so. And then, as I was saying, do we want to have a line that comes off like this as well? I think yes. And I think this only needs to be single tracked. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I might regret it and I might prove to be wrong, but I think we will get away with having that single track just there. So I don't know why I've connected it from that line, but I have. Probably not needed, but in case I am wrong, at least I'm, don't have to correct too many mistakes. Oh, put that on the wrong way. That is a mistake, for sure. And then get the clearing signals in here to free up the junction for the trains that may be waiting to head on down. That'll do. Now put a couple of blocking signals in. Yes, as I say, I'm not sure if I want to go for a shuttle service for this or put it as part of the Northern Main Line. I'm leaning towards a shuttle service just because the Northern Main Line is very busy, and adding an extra oh God's sake, doing all the signals wrong today. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, adding an extra station onto the Northern Main Line with extra passengers is only going to make the problem worse. So I'm leaning towards a shuttle service from Haywood to Petersfield. Just a quick, short, almost like a commuter run. Or we could even have it from Gillingham to Haywood, although Gillingham is a very busy station. And I don't think we have the platform space at the moment. No. No. Yes, so we'll do it to from Petersfield to Haywood. However, we can't do it yet because we don't have a road connection up here, and the passengers would be stranded, and that would be bad, and it wouldn't make us any money. There we go, that looks nice and flat. Is it? It absolutely is. Okay, so now let's connect it into the existing transport network for Haywood, like so. We're also going to want some bus stops, just so the residents of Haywood are able to use their new shiny train station. And we'll do a normal loop bus service with a clockwise and counterclockwise option. What else? Yes, a depot. I'm going to put the depot just here, just for a laugh. Haha, top laughs. Yeah. Let's get the bus in quickly. No, you're not going to the train. Well, you are going to the train station, but you're going to the bus stop outside the train station. So let's get him titled. While we've got it open, we'll do the second line. Perhaps have it a different colour, because having two blues is going to confuse me. A blue and a green, that's nice and contrasting. Hey-oo. Haywood. Okay. Let's have the max, and we'll have 5 per line, so it's 10 total. Sorry, yes, 5, yeah, that's right. Oh, no. First of all the maintenance to high, please, thank you. You guys are blue on number 1. You guys are green for number 2. Okay, now we can do the shuttle. So this will be the Haywood to... Oh, why not? Why don't you like it? Ah. Now you're happy, are you? No. Oh, yes, okay, no. If I was having it as part of the main line, I could have it as one way. However, I am not, so I can't. So I messed it up. Well, I think we all anticipated it, didn't we? So let's do what we were always having to do anyway. And fix the mistake. Oh god. Well, that's just up. Just delete a few more things there, why not? While you're at it. You went a bit trigger happy there, unfortunately. We've got a nice junction. Yes, we have. A slow junction, but that's okay. There we go. Now put the signals in correctly. Probably get away with a block in the middle. Just about. There we go. Line manager, that's what I was doing. Hayward to Petersfield, nice and simple. And you can be, what colour? Let's have a red passenger line. And this is the, what did we, Hayward. Oh, keys, type in. Is that the correct naming term for this? Or did we call it shuttle before? Yes, shuttle service. But then again, the Gillingham one was named town first, so I just don't know anymore. We'll stick to that. Hayward Petersfield shuttle service. That was hard work. Right, we want a train for this. Well, we're going to need more than one. I'm going to say 2 trains for this. What do we want to use? Let's use the... Let's see here, probably the Class S for the speed, yeah. And you know what, just be different. You can have the heavyweight parlour. And I think 3... No, we'll go for 4, we'll overdo it. It's going to cost us 24 million for these 2 trains, but that's okay. Colour them red. And we can't see the line from there, so if you turn that way we should be able to see it now. Nope. Get closer. There we go. There we go. So that's Hayward on the network. See what that does for the city now, in the future. Now and in the future. Both. Now, I also said I was going to think about getting the tools down to Ulverston as well. So to that end, we have a road. Does it go all the way to Ulverston? No, because I deleted it. So let's reconnect this road. Looks a bit bizarre, but we can just take the edge off of it and blend it in a little better. There we go, that looks better, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, so now do you have a connection all the way into Ulverston? It's a long old trek, but there's nothing wrong with that. Nope, not doing that. That's better. Bit of a zigzag, but it's fine. So you want a unload point for the tools, and I'll put it. I'm gonna put it there, I think. Yes. And then upgrade that street and connect it like that, and hopefully they'll do a loopy loop. They might not, but to make sure they do, we can always just put a quick waypoint in. And there we go. This is obviously for the delivery line for the tools. So you're going from Hayward Farms to there. You haven't done what I wanted, but now you are. So tools is that sort of colour. So you're only taking tools from there, not the food or anything like that. Probably best calling this tools haulage. Actually, it's such a distance. Hayward to Ulverston. There we go. Now I'm only going to get a handful of vehicles on this because I'm mindful that it's going to be a while before anything is dropped off for them to transport, and they're going to be sat there, and I don't want them blocking anything else up, so let's go for 5. Stick them on very high, pick the colour, put them on the line. Now we're also going to want a line across like so. Again, only taking the tools, please. And you don't want to take anything back. There we go. And this is tools, shipping. We have the China Railways JF1. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Tools, shipping for Haywood. I think for now 2 ships are gonna be more than enough. Where's the... oh, the shipyards are all the way down here at Coventry, of course it is. You can have that one, just the 2 please. And we can't see the line, but if we go up here we will be able to. There we go. Now last but not least, we need a train. Now this means this platform needs to be reconfigured somewhat with an extra, or not an extra platform, but activating the 3rd platform. So if we just put a track in, that'll achieve that for us. And then of course we need to sweep it in like that. And if we just put a couple of signals in like this, it means that the trains can push up to the junction rather than waiting on the platform. This is going to be a long old journey. From there to there, fully loaded with tools. That colour. This is tools freight. Coventry to Haywood. Cargo. I'll spell it properly. There's only 1 extra letter I missed off there. Yes. Get a train or 2 for this. I'll say 2. Which gives us a chance to look at the new China Railways. It's quite a powerful little locomotive. I'm going to go ahead and use him. We've unlocked him, so why not? He can really... wow. He can handle a big load. Yes. Let's do that. Probably overkill for the line, but we'll do it anyway. And for now we'll just go for 1. I don't think we're going to need more than 1 for this because it's such a big train. There we go. Put him on the... it's that one. Let's have a look at him as he leaves our depot because he's going to look mighty impressive. Here he comes now. This is going to be the biggest train we've got on the network, I think, by some distance in fact. Little blast on the whistle there. Ooh, sinking into the ground, watch yourself. He's going to have to wait a little while, I think, for this train here to clear the junction. Yep, there's the back end of him now. And yes, we are having to wait. Shouldn't be too long, however. Where's the next signal? There it is, I can see it. But yes, that's a pretty beastly sort of train, that. China Railways JF1. Can you read the nameplate? No. Sadly not. But we can see our engineer as we... ooh, let's peep through the little coal bunker. Hello. There we go. So that's... what's he waiting for now? Yes. Waiting for that train to clear as well, okay. I suppose there's no... in fact, no, there is a bit of a rush really, because we have ships waiting as well, don't we? What's happening here? Just a bit of a crossover, that's okay. Right. So we'll give it a few minutes for the train to get over here and make a pickup and start shifting. We've got 2 already waiting, which is an encouraging sign. I think we're going to need more planks down here, so what we could do while we're here is these 2 trains here could now be upgraded as well. And in fact it might be worth putting the JF1 on here as well. and really beasting him out. Let's have a look at that. Yes, I think we go for that. That's an extra 100 carry capacity there. So take it to 228 and then add the locomotive. 14 million. But it's added an extra 9 wagons on, which is nice. Hopefully they're now not too long. No, they're not. Plenty of room. Does that mean we need more capacity on our freight, on our logging lines? Possibly does actually, so what I'm going to do now is extend this platform because it is quite short. Can we go to there? We can, but I don't think the platform will stretch that far. I think it'll clip the road, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Yes, it would, see. Can't put any further that way. Now let's see about swapping these over as well. What do they do at the minute? 50, 50, 32. And with the JF1, 50, 50, 38. And we can add extra wagons as well. May as well. How's that? Yes, that'll do. Take them to 204. There we go. So a few train upgrades today. May as well make use of these very powerful trains while we can. Has things started moving down here yet? Not quite. But now that we have increased capacity trains bringing the logs in and increased capacity trains for the planks, we should see more output from our tools factory here as well. Probably could afford to get rid of a couple of these trucks if I'm honest, so let's do that now. Clearly don't need as many as we do. It got oversaturated once we upgraded it, but that's okay. While we're in the neighbourhood we may as well attend to it. Why are we all still waiting around down here? Okay, you're passing through now, that's good. Because you're also holding up our logging train. He's not going to be able to reverse, is he? No, didn't think so. Let's take that back to there. Run that out a little bit further and then bring it in like so. Yes, that'll do. And then they can wait there for clearance onto the platform. And then we could probably... Oh, is that curved? Yeah, it is. That's okay. He should now be good to go. Yes, he is. In fact, while I'm here, I've just noticed that is quite unnatural there. So we'll just take the edge off some of these embankments along this section of track. Ah! It just occurred to me. One thing I mentioned going back many episodes was using one of the mods, the people person magnet, to generate a passenger demand at some of our factories, so we have people working there, so to speak, or it's almost like they're working there, and then we have to get them transported out here. So let's try that here actually while we're waiting for things to unfold in the background. So if we go to, where is it? Here, assets, and it is advanced person magnet. Yes. So this, because it's a place of work, if we set it to industrial land use, this is quite a large factory, so we'll set it to, I think having 150 people work there is not beyond the, you know, is not too unrealistic, I should say. And what do we want as the asset they're heading to? Medium country road. And if we just put that, okay, what we can do instead then is get some paint tool, get the asphalt paint like that. We want it square, a bit smaller please, and we will need to have it at a right angle. So what's that about that? Nope. Yes. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. Just do that. Now the bench is floating, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. But I think that's just because the land is lower. So if we then also... There we go. Yes. Yes, that's better. Yeah, it's better. It's not done, but it's better. Now that should attract the residents to come here as if it's a place of work. So to that end, what we can do here, just to make it a bit more lived in and realistic, is put down a bus station. Like so. And if we put, where could we put one in where we could meld it into our existing lines nicely? Are all the platforms at Coventry being used? Let's have a look. No, they are not. So what we can do is run a line from the station to there, and if we call this, that's a tool forge, isn't it? Tool forge works bus. Keep it blue, it doesn't really matter about the colour. Get some passenger vehicles running on this. I'll say we'll go for 5. Yeah, 5. That's not the right shade, that is though, I think. And then assign them to that line. Basically what we should start seeing now is people wanting to head out here because of this person magnet. And in fact, looking at this, it's working. So it's almost like the people are coming to work. Yes, it's a bit odd, they do just disappear, but it just makes the map feel a bit more alive, and the industry is a bit more alive as they actually have a workforce now arriving. Quite a nifty little mod, that. And it was something, I think I mentioned it here, like I said, many episodes ago, and I've just finally remembered about it, and I thought we'll do it now. After all we're doing at the minute is waiting for these trains to kick in, which I haven't quite done yet, unfortunately. Do we have any people waiting on the works bus line yet? Not yet. They're all using their cars, which is fine. They should start taking the public transport as well. But that's okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Now, while we're waiting just for things to pick up the pace, shall we say, in terms of deliveries, just going to do a little bit of scenery work. It's a bit more laid back episode, this one. There's no major builds going on today. Obviously we have connected Haywood with a passenger service, and we've started work on the tools delivery to Ulverston. However, we're not going to see that realised for quite a while yet. We have also upgraded quite a few of our trains. Well, quite a few, about 4 of them. And that should help us make even more profit. In fact, how much do you make now when you're fully loaded with your increased capacity? Let's have a look. You make us 1.5 million, and for a short run that's not too bad at all. And that's only going to get better as we get more powerful trains and higher capacity freight wagons as well. Okay, so nobody's right. To encourage them to take the... Oh, we can... Oh, it doesn't have to be... I see. We could have a lamp instead. Okay, yes. Okay, that's... Yes, I see. do we want to... Yes. Okay, yes, I see what's going to happen here. Okay. Now that we've done that, they won't drive out here anymore. Instead, they will walk. Obviously, it's a fair old walk, so they should start taking our new bus. It might be a little bit cheaty because it's a way to make money from nothing almost, but your buses never, you know, they might make 20,000 a year, and when you're making 8, 9, 10 million a year, it's not really game breaking, I don't think. So I'm comfortable with it, if you know what I mean. I don't think it's altering the game too much, and to make the game or the map feel that a little bit more alive, I think it's worth it. And even if it doesn't turn a profit, it's still very much worth it. But yes, hopefully that should start attracting people onto our bus soon. Nothing as of yet. Anybody waiting actually? Oh yes, see, there we go. One person is heading out to the tool forge to start their work. I guess it's this good sir here, Dexter Moore. Yes, it is. Very nice. I'm quite chuffed with that. Yeah. Simple things, I know, but yeah. So yeah, as you can tell, this episode it's a lot of nothing in some respects, but sometimes it's nice just to do that, isn't it? Take a step back and have a little play about with things and tidy things up and what have you. Adjust your lines here and there. How are you doing in terms of a load? 25 or miles off a full load yet? Do you know what? Just to kickstart things at the other end, I'm probably... Oh no, but yeah, no, I'll send you on your way, why not? And then we can have a good look at you as you... There's some tools, you'll come back for those later, I have no doubt. Passing the lumber train there as it drops off another full load. Another £1.5 million worth. That's a lot of wood. I must say that bridge we put in for the... Is that for the car? No, that's for the... That's the road bridges, yes. Looks very nice. It's the first time I've experienced it from a train's perspective. Yes, that looks very... Yeah, it's very nice indeed, that. Very pleasant little bridge. So this train has a long old journey ahead of him, all the way up to Haywood Cargo Exchange. I think even in full tilt he's only going to make about one drop off every year or even 2 years, but that's okay. He's carrying that much. It's enough supply to see to see Ulverston covered for a decent amount of time. How's our Western Main Line doing? We've not checked on that yet. Not bad. Could be better, and you will get better. One thing we could also do while we're up at the western part of the map is actually start taking some food into Macclesfield. That's something else I mentioned in the last episode. Let's go ahead and do that actually. And I'll try and again follow the contours of the land rather than have excessive tunnels and bridges through and over the mountains. Like so. Have a nice little mountain jaunt here. And then you want to wind down. Okay, you're going to have a bridge there, are you? I suppose there's no real choice about that. Yes, no. Go the other way. Avoid that bridge if we can. Go this way instead. See what this does for us. Yeah, go. That's it. Don't cancel it. Okay, so we're going to have a little... That's okay. That looks... Yeah, that's reasonable enough. Oh, so don't cancel it. Oh, that's coming off at a weird angle there. I'm having trouble snapping to the road there because, oh god, it's snapping to the train line underneath. So snake down, kill off some of this elevation. Oh god, it's got a right angle. No, don't do that. And we will have embankment, we can smooth it out afterwards. And now you're ready to go into the city. Let's just quickly do some terraforming here to just blend that little bit in a little better. There we go. Yes, that's not too bad now. What else do we want? Yes, we need an unload point in Macclesfield for the food. And we'll put that there. And then what we'll also do is connect that road up like that. And then the trucks should naturally do a loop rather than U-turning in the middle of town. So now we can set up the line into Macclesfield as well. And you are carrying food, which is not that colour, it's a slightly lighter one, that's it. So load the food please, and you are food delivery. This is Derby to Macclesfield. There we go. Let's get ourselves some trucks for this. We don't need many, I'd say 6 should do us for the time being. We can always add more on later, not a problem. Food, there we go. So now that should increase output from here as well. And in fact this platform is now overloaded, so maybe adding a few extra vehicles back on might not be a bad idea. We'll increase it to 45. Because now that we have 2 cities drawing food, that's going to kick out production, which is also going to kick up production here as well. What do we have here? Our first electric train, the MILW Class EP2. Okay, now that is something worth looking at. Let's have a look at him. We'll try it on this line, I think, to begin with. It's a short line that we have. Our first electric, that's genuinely quite excited by that. So let's see what sort of difference this would do for us. Wow. Now that would be brilliant for our passenger services. I think that's more of a freight train then with the looks of it. But I'm going to indulge myself. Now I'm going to pause it here because they're going to kick off, there they go, about not having an electric path. So let's go ahead and rectify that. So we want to upgrade the shuttle line between, get it, that's it, between Haywood and Petersfield, and that can serve as our first showpiece electric train line. Do I have to do it all the way back to the depot, or is it just between the stations? I can't remember. We'll find out in a moment though. Get that last bit there. Is that all done? Oh no, that's done. But they haven't, oh, because, oh yes, change him. Oh, he's gonna go a fair waddle it now. I'm genuinely quite excited by this, our first electric train. Let's see what sort of speeds you can hit. There's a signal in the middle of the... I can't ignore that. I need to sort that out. That's going to bug me. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the signal? That one. Put the signal back here. That must have been from where I buzzed up the first time around. Get back on board. There we go. Get up high so we don't clip into the ground. We have clearance. So he's only doing 30 feet a minute, but I think that's quite a tight curve there, so that's to be expected. Come on, get up, get some speed. 32, 34. If we're lucky, we should pass the sister train on the way in. So we're up to 50. We do have quite a steep climb here, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles this. Shouldn't really have too much problem, to be honest. I believe our main passenger line is going to get electrified very quickly, because this train is just amazing compared to the steam trains, and it should really help the passenger build-up we have. There she goes. Yeah, it should really help our passenger overcrowding at our stations. There's our tools train on its way to the cargo exchange that we sent on its way. So look, going up the hill, still up at 70 miles an hour. This is quite a nice little journey, this actually. I believe Haywood should be just around this corner. Oh no, through the tunnel. Yes, that's right, because we had to circle around this farmer's field, didn't we? That's correct. In fact, we may as well stay on board until we get all the way into Haywood, just to experience it. Should see Haywood as we exit. Not quite. Oh, we can see the town. There's the town. Can't see the station yet. Oh yes, I can, just about. Here we go, just approaching the diamond, and there's a platform there. A few people waiting, not too many. There we go. Yes. Yes, just yes. All of the yeses. Let's see what they look like. Oh, yes. Yes, they look the bollocks. Just colour them both in though, please, next time. There we go. It's quite a nice little rural station, this, surrounded by the trees. I'm sure that won't last long. It didn't at Petersfield. Okay. Yes, we got to do it. Let's take the time and electrify the entire passenger lines, I think. Perhaps not the shuttle service over to Derby and up to Stockton and Boston yet, but the main lines, the Northern Main Line and the Coventry Main Line, definitely. Absolutely definitely. Make sure I get each bit of track done correctly. Yes. There we go. Did that do the station? It has now, I believe. Oh, bit lag there. Just says, come on, do the station. Can't tell if that end platform has been done. I don't think it has. However, all the others have. Doesn't want to electrify that outer platform, which is unfortunate. Let's quickly just get all this done as quick as we can, so we can start having these nice electric trains. What's the problem here? Shit. Tell you what, you go back into the station. And I balls that up, didn't I? Tell you what, this whole junction has been nothing but aggravation. There we go. That should prevent that from happening in future. Got interrupted then. I was happily getting ready and getting excited to have these lovely new electric trains running, and then my mistake came back to bite me in the arse again. So we're up to Bridport now. It's these diamond ones that are the fiddliest. Of course, you're probably aware, if you zoom out, you do... Oh my god. Wait. I'm in the zone now, you can wait. There we go. Yes. Right, let's see what you're moaning about now. Well, don't leave the platform yet then. Get back. And I'll tell you what, this might help avoiding it in future. It's putting those there. Just accelerate time and let these two trains sort themselves out. Oh, I see, you're waiting to go on the same platform as he uses. Okay. Is that the problem? It is. Right, okay then. You can use the other platform for now. Right, okay, yes. There, that should now. But he's going to get stuck again, isn't he? Get back. These people, they just want to go to bloody Haywood. Okay, go. Oh god, this is all kinds of... Right, get in there. Stop. Okay, you can't... Oh, I see, yes. It's because his front end is over the diamond. Oh my god, Do you know what? Salted. That... I mean, you've got no path. That was embarrassing, frustrating. Just go nuclear in the end, just sell the goddamn train. Can always replace it later if we need to. However, upgrading it or upgrading the Northern Mainline trains to our new electric trains, and we may not need all the extra trains that we've had to purchase previously, but we shall see. So we'll electrify all the way out to Bridgewater. Again, not too worried about the shuttle service to Stoke, just as I'm not too worried about the shuttle services up to Stockton and Boston. However, I do want to go out to Morley, because Morley is on the main line. Nearly done, and then we can spend a veritable fortune on getting electric trains throughout our passenger network, at least on our two mainline services. You're going to be one of them. Hopefully you all have electric path. I think you should do. That is just... he just blows him out of the water there, doesn't he, with the difference. And in fact, is it worth... what's the speed of these trains? 75. Yes, it is going to be worth, because it's an extra 7 miles an hour we can get out of it. How does that do? 75, 75, 45. What about that? Yes. We can do that, and we can also crank up the capacity to 171 as well, which is really going to start eating through the people waiting on the platform. And then they will start looking like mainline trains after this. So you want that, and then a load of those. This is going to cost a fortune. Oh my god, 112 million just for the mainline trains. It's got to be worth it though. I hope it's going to be worth it. Hopefully this isn't going to be the costly mistake that sinks this Let's Play. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't being the operative word, of course. Can we even afford to do all these at once? Yes, we can. Just. Don't moan about electric path. I know you've got one. Let's jump. Which is train number 2. Where are you saying you don't have an electric path then? Well, all the others did, so... Could not connect all stations. What stations don't you like connecting to? Bridport to Gillingham. Let's have a look. I must have missed a small section. Here's Gillingham. Is it because they're on this platform, perhaps? No, they shouldn't be. They're on this platform. Aren't they? Yes, both in and out. They're on that platform. So is there a tiny section that I missed? Given what else has gone wrong in this episode, I wouldn't be surprised. Or is it just being silly? Is it this little crossing bit I missed? Yes, that was it. Okay. So now I can go back to this train, the last remaining train, and swap him out. So I want to make sure I get the right amount of passenger wagons on this. 1, 7, there we go. Electric loco, there we go. Perfect, that's our new modern electrified main line. It looks very nice in blue, absolutely gorgeous. So it's going to be interesting to see what all this does for the passenger wait times now at these stations. It should absolutely rip into them, because we've got faster trains and much greater capacity trains as well. So the next, what do we have here? We have one heading this way, who probably was full, but is now not full because he's got extra carriages, so we should be able to pick up some more people. Probably want to do the Northern Main Line next to alleviate this delightful little number here. Let's check. Oh, how's our bus little bus works doing that we set up? Let's have a look. How many people have you transported? 13 and 16. Oh, you've done 29. That's not too bad. Not as many as I'd have liked, but at least then it's not a cheaty little thing we're doing, if you know what I mean. You get underway. Has our first train returned yet, I wonder? Oh, we only have one train. Of course he has. So, how much do you have on you then, Mr. Ship? 20. You may as well make a start, just to get everything moving on this side of the river as well. So we're still full on this platform. Could do with more trucks, possibly. How are we doing in terms of the deliveries? Where? What? This? No. No, this is not a cut-through, sir. This is a working freight yard. Oh well. How are we doing on our demand? Oh wow. That demand has grown exponentially there. That's quite impressive. What about Macclesfield? 8. Different story altogether there. Soon, Macclesfield, soon. Okay, well I think that's a nice time to end this episode. It's been very exciting. It started out quite slow and relaxed, and then boom, you get an electric train and all hell breaks loose. Yes, we're definitely entering into the modern era now. Electrified trains. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at him. That's a train right there, isn't it? That is a mainline train now. Absolutely. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's turned out to be a lot more exciting than I thought it was going to be when I first started recording, but I suppose that's the way it goes when you unlock something snazzy and new. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, thumbs up, leave a comment, and obviously subscribe as well. That'd be brilliant. Don't know where we're going to go next time. I'm not even going to plan anything for the next episode, because I'll probably unlock, I don't know, I just don't know. I'm just too giddy about electric trains. It's a little bit sad really. But anyway, yeah, take care of yourselves guys. Ta-ta for now.